we'll switch shifts at noon, and we'll change over to a different shift, which will change our operations. We'll start salting the roads, getting some salt on, and that'll help get this ice and snow melted and get it off the roads pretty quick. We're currently right at our 34, 36 units up and running. All the personnel are doing good. We haven't had any accidents or injuries, thank God. So things have been going pretty good.
What would you say to people who might think the roads don't look very plowed when they're on like Britain, Western, Memorial, things like that?
You'll probably get that perception on a lot of the roads right now. And we have hit them, as I said the other day, and when the snow was falling, it looked like we weren't doing much. But you can see some difference, and you'll see more of that as the day goes on today and into tonight with the trucks plowing and no snow falling. And then plus when we start putting the salt down to help melt it, it'll make a big difference too.
And then when you are plowing, is the goal, right now obviously the sun's helping, but is the goal to eventually see the concrete? There's just so much snow packed on it right now?
Yeah, our goal is to get down to the pavement, yes. And we're working towards that now. Like I said, with the salt will help us get to that.
In terms of the salt and everything, is it a salt and sand mixture that you guys will put down, or is it just salt?
It's just our rock salt that we have in our barn here. We're not using the brine mixture, but just the straight salt mixture. And with that said, we encourage any of our citizens that are out there, even more so, stand back a couple hundred feet due to there will be salt coming out of the back of the units this time, and instead of just plowing, and that is rock salt. So if you get too close, it could do some damage to your car. So we do have signs, stay back 100 feet, but we encourage you right now to stay back 200 feet.
I know since the snow has stopped,
Mm-hmm.
you guys have gone from plowing to now salting.
Yes.
Can you just touch upon a little more of like the change of operations, like how you guys are changing your method of
The only difference is we will continue to run our emergency snow routes, which our bridge routes are incorporated into. The only difference is there'll be salt coming out of the back of the truck versus when we're just plowing. It's just pushing the snow in front of the truck, get it off the road best we can.
Are you guys still plowing with the salt?
We're plowing right now, and then when we change over at noon, we will salt and plow as needed. The drivers know if they see a spot that needs to be plowed, they'll drop the plow.
So it'll be a mixture of both?
Yeah, a little bit of both, yes.
Is there any plan or talk or steps for those other streets that aren't on the plow route but are still pretty popular, pretty busy streets like Penn?
We stay strictly on the emergency snow routes, which there are a lot of roads incorporated into that. On the OKC website, you can go and see those. We only go on other roads as we are instructed, which that comes from above my pay grade.
What do you think or how has the success been for you guys as a team working together throughout this entire weekend?
When the snow was falling, the success was best it could be, because we were plowing, like I said, and as soon as we plowed, you couldn't even see that we plowed through there because the snow was still falling. But now that it stopped again, you will see a big difference in the roads once we get out there and attack it with the salt.
And to piggyback off of that, are you guys happy with what you guys accomplished over the weekend, or were there obstacles?
Yes, we're very pleased with what we could do during the actual event when the snow was falling. We're very pleased with that. I mean, it's the norm that we do every storm, but when you get that amount of snow, it's kind of discouraging to the folks that are out there trying to move the snow, because it gives the appearance they haven't done anything, but trust me, they are out there rocking and rolling.
Is there anything you guys learned this time around that you might use for future potential snowstorms in years to come?
Like I said, this is normal for us. The amount of snow was the difference, and we attacked it as best we could. And as far as learning anything, we already knew what to expect, because majority of our employees were here in '09 when what we called the Oklahoma City blizzard, and it was a lot more snow than this. So we learned a lot, and yes, we put that to use this round.
And then again, one last question for me. Looking back, did you guys feel like you prepared enough before that snowfall?
Oh yes, our preparation process is immaculate. Whether it be a snowstorm or any emergency event, we know how to get prepared for it.
I was curious. It looks like the barn's pretty full right now, but I know you said you're going to start salting operations soon.
Yeah.
Is there any concern about how significant of an impact this will have on like material levels? Any concern with materials lasting for the rest of the season, since we're only in January right now?
No, we have salt on standby that we've got already ordered and purchased. That once we get low, it'll be shipped in. So if we have another event, hopefully we don't. We'll have plenty of material. Can I give a shout out? Let's thank our general services folks, our mechanics, the building maintenance people keep the buildings clean. Our public works department was on board from the top to the bottom. Our director, Debbie Miller, assistant director, Brandon Boyd. Some of our engineers helped out. Our field services inspectors. I just want to thank them. But I mostly want to thank the street and drainage maintenance folks, the folks that are out there where the rubber meets the roads, but also the behind the scenes folks in our offices. You know, we have a lot of people that make this thing go. You know, we have data entry folks, dispatchers, people that keep us going. So I just want to thank them, but I definitely want to thank those folks that are behind the wheel, that are out there actually driving those 12-hour shifts. And they do a good job of it. Thank you.
Good morning. First name is Jesse, Jesse. Last name is Rush, Rush. I'm the director for Public Transportation and Parking, Embark, the city's public transportation and parking department. So over the last couple of days, our staff, specifically our maintenance staff, have been out treating our bus stops, our BRT stops, and our streetcar stops, ensuring access for our folks to be able to get to those bus stops, to be able to use our services. Our parking division has been out maintaining our public parking garages and public parking surface lots so that folks can still attend events going on downtown and be able to get to where they need to go. Similar to Michael, I want to give a quick shout out to our staff, right? Our staff has been working very hard over the last couple of days. If you think about it, imagine, you know, you're going to one place, driving in the snow. Our operators are doing that for hours on end, working through traffic, working through snow drifts, those types of things, being able to provide that service for folks to be able to get where they need to go. What we've seen over the last couple of days really is the folks using our service are the folks that need it to be able to get to their jobs. We've seen folks going to restaurants, hotel staff, hospital staff, really those first responders being able to get to the hospitals to be able to provide services for everybody. Everybody's been working really, really hard and working through the snowstorm. It's good to see the sun come out today. Happy to see that today, and look forward to a few more days of sunshine.
You guys have Sweep Caroline downtown helping with the streetcars. Can you just talk a little bit about how that runs and how that helps with the track and keeping the streetcars up and running?
Sure. So if you're downtown, you'll notice that the streetcar tracks are probably the clearest thing out there. We work constantly to make sure that the streetcar tracks are clear. Usually how we do that is we first hit it with our snowplow. We have trucks dedicated to our routes, our streetcar route. They come through and plow the snow out of the way, and then Sweep Caroline comes in behind that. It's basically a big brush, and it's able to get down into the track grooves to clear that snow. The reason why we do that is what we've seen in cities in the Northeast. If you don't do that, that snow will compact, and it'll turn to ice, and you run the risk for a derailment, right? And so we certainly don't want that to happen here in Oklahoma City. So our folks are working really, really hard. They literally go out and they manually clear the track switches with brooms and picks to make sure that those track switches are perfectly clear. So again, if you go out and you see the streetcar tracks, they're usually the clearest thing downtown. Folks are working really, really hard. And then just to add to that, it's not just the tracks that keep the streetcar moving, it's also that overhead line. So anytime there's precipitation in the air, we've seen that overhead line potentially start to freeze at 37 degrees. And so we're out making sure, that's why you see streetcars running overnight, even past the hours of service, because we're able to use that pantograph to keep the ice clear from that overhead line so that we're ready to provide service first thing in the morning.
Is there any common misconception about what you guys do and don't cover or clean?
Probably, sometimes, yeah. So we try to stay focused on transit services and parking. Again, you know, you'll see us working everywhere because we do, with our bus service, we do run everywhere. And so you may see an Embark plow out there plowing a street. That's us trying to focus on our transit routes as well. Michael and his team do a fantastic job with the snow routes, but there are other areas where we run. We want to make sure that our buses can get, at least be able to service those platforms and bus stops to be able to get there. Yep.
There was a Thunder game
Yeah, so again, our teams are out there working hard, making sure that we're able to provide that service. We saw folks using the streetcar shuttle, and we saw folks using the park and ride and the BRT shuttle to get to the games. Admittedly, it was a little bit lower than it had been in the past, but that just means that folks are staying home and staying safe and staying warm. But again, we're there to provide that service for folks that want to use it.
Do services include anything with sidewalks?
Yeah, so we typically stay focused on the bus pad. Sometimes we'll try to get to the sidewalks. If we were to do all the sidewalks, we'd need a much larger crew, but we try to stay focused on the bus pads and the BRT and streetcar platforms.
The Parks Department is clearing sidewalks downtown today.
Is that like the green team?
No, City Parks. Green Team may be working on it too, but City Parks is everywhere downtown. If you go down there, you'll see them.
Yeah, and I think that just kind of speaks to what we've really seen over the last couple of days is just all the different city departments working together really, really well. I've been doing this for about 10 years now, and I would say this is probably one of the best coordinated efforts I've seen. Working closely with Michael and his team, being able to work together to get routes cleared, working with all the other city departments to work together and make things happen. It's really one city, one team. That's what we preach, and that's what we live by, and we're seeing that across the entire city. All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.